Okay, this is Friday, week 6, so only one more week to go. We're wrapping up budget this week. Early next week, we'll propose a budget that will balance our budget as we are constitutionally required to do. Some people are calling this a down year. It's not a down year. We just haven't seen the same growth that we've seen over the last several years. And so in fact, we have had a increase in our budget, which is why you're gonna see a tax cut again. So for the 5th year in a row, we're doing a tax cut. We wanna make sure that we are using people's monies appropriately and within the constraints and confines of a balanced budget, and making sure that we keep government limited. This week we had the honor of, on the floor, we bring out dignitaries and people to recognize them, people who are making an impact in Utah. I had the honor of bringing out the People's Big 12 champ, BYU, the football team. So that was fun. I also recognized the cast of Les Mis. That's opening this weekend at the Eccles and will be running for the next several weeks. One of my favorite musicals, so it's fun to do those recognitions on the floor. A big bill that I'm hearing a lot about is HB 300, which deals with voting. What we're trying to balance here is polls have gone out that demonstrated that the vast majority of people, somewhere around 80%, like the mail-out ballots and mail-in voting. 80% of the people also want more security in elections and would like that security, the transparency, and quicker results. This bill is trying to balance those two things. And so the initial bill that you saw come out has been heavily negotiated. It's a completely different bill now than what was originally came out. And what we're doing is we are keeping vote by mail. It remains an option, but we've put in additional safeguards to keep our elections secure. So just like voting in person, mail-in ballots will require a voter to at some point demonstrate an ID, and then on that mail-in ballot, you'll put the last 4 digits of your ID on there, and that helps the clerks with processing time. We're implementing more measures to ensure that voter rolls are up to date and reducing errors and preventing outdated registrations. Ballots will also be due by 8 p.m. no matter what fashion you bring them, whether you drop it off, whether you vote by mail or send it in by mail. You need to ensure that it's to the clerk by 8 p.m. on the day of voting, and that's going to help us get quicker results. And then voters will have to confirm every 8 years that they still want to receive a mail-in ballot, and you'll do that with an ID again. So I think this strikes the right balance. There are some that would want more, some that would want less, and that's the nature of legislation sometimes. But it's been a lot of work, and we've got a lot of feedback. So happy to answer more questions on it, and feel free to email me, text me, call me, and looking forward to this last week.